All right. Well, the good news is that stock market price of Games Workshop is mooning. Well, not exactly mooning, but hopefully next week we'll confirm that it's officially broken the downward trend. I'm excited for Skaven Tide. Bad news is that the new rules updates, uh, they're bad for Necrons. Like, I know most Necron players don't have these units, but these units look awesome. They're going to be moved to Legends, which means the rules will degrade, and then eventually you won't be able to play them in competitive games. Like, look at these models. Like, the Necron Tesseract Arc looks sweet. Like, I would want a ship that looks like that. That is the best looking Necron vehicle there is. Wouldn't it be cool to have that? And you'd have the Necron Tech heavy construction body bombing the F out of people. And those little Arcanite dudes there at the bottom. Imagine having 3 units of them. They infiltrate. They start in the game, in the battlefield. They pester them while the Sentinels and millipede looking dudes start attacking the big units. You'd have a badass army with all these awesome looking machines, and you won't be able to play them in competitive games in like about a year or two. And they're not going to get any interesting buffs or changes anytime there's going to be a balance. They're probably just, the points of them are probably just going to increase. And you can't you can't play these awesome units. Look at them. Imagine if you bought every single one of these, you're going to be spending whatever that is, like 600, 800 euro, and there you go. Your whole army is gone. Like, stuff like this is why I play one-page rules, because in the ninth edition, I bought the Combat Patrol Necron box, and I didn't really know what I was doing about building army lists and stuff like that. But I just looked at it, going with the rule of cool. Oh yeah, the Doom site. Oh yeah, look at all those units in that box. And in 10th edition, they changed Combat Patrol. They made it worse, and the Doom site is no longer good. Like, it costs too many points because it can fly around, but then if flying around doesn't really do anything. It doesn't pick up objectives. It can accidentally fly it off the board. It's got this weird pivoting rule. Whereas if I play one-page rules, the Doom Fighter was what it's called in Grimdark. It's a bit easy. It also doesn't have objective control, and also has a little bit of awkward movement because it's a big ship. But I can still just move it backwards and forwards, up and down the battlefield, just blasting people. And it's actually like really overpowered, and it just blows up units, and it just deletes units, and it's hard to take down. And also when I'm playing one-page rules, Grimdark, the rules for the warriors is better. So I have all these Necron units that I wouldn't use it in a competitive 40k game because they were nerfed, but I can use them in one-page rules because one-page rules doesn't radically change the points in the rules multiple times in the year. They had a rules change recently, but it wasn't a massive change. So you could go by the rule of cool. Go, oh yeah, I just want to buy big models, big ships, have an army of just elite ships and blow the crap out of people. Not going to be good at holding objectives. Probably not really strategic. But you could just play the rule of cool, which you can't do in Warhammer 40,000 because they change the points and they nerf things. So this is why I've moved from 40k to one-page rules, and I can still buy 40k models. I can still buy the models, play the rule cool, buy the models, build them, paint them, get the enjoyment. But I'm just gonna have to make one-page rules because like the rules are simpler. and it's easier for me to do. I'm still playing Age of Sigmar because, well, at the moment my army is good, and I'm going to be collecting Skaven, so I think the rules for Skaven will be good for the whole season. But my loyalty to Age of Sigmar is conditional. It's it's conditional that they don't nerf my armies. So anyway, so if you're getting annoyed with all these shenanigans of Games Workshop is playing, then I recommend switching over to one-page rules.